So, I had a dental visit today. So, if I talk funny, I still can't feel this whole side of my mouth. It's kind of weird. So, it's even drooping. I didn't notice that. But I was going to record before I actually went into the dentist, but I didn't think about it because I was kind of panicky at that moment. I got there about 30 or 40 minutes before my appointment actually started, and I just sat in the car because I didn't think I could do it. I was trying to make myself go in, but the whole time I'm like, I can't do this. I don't even know why I was panicking. I mean, dental anxiety is pretty gnarly, which I freak out at any doctor visit that I go to. I don't care if it's just a simple, hey, how's your ADHD doing? How's your anxiety doing? I still panic because I don't know what's going to happen. And at the dentist today, they're some of the nicest people in the world. If you haven't been to a nice dentist, you should really get a new one. And the whole time I'm sitting in the car, there's a giant billboard with a Experience Higginbotham that's kind of like staring me down. Like, go on, man. I've already got some anxiety building up, and this sign is just like a precursor to what's about to happen. And as I said, I have no idea why I was panicking, because the procedure itself wasn't that bad. It took like maybe 30 minutes, and the dental hygienist was super awesome. Like, she kept, if you need to sit up, let me know if you need to sit up. If you need anything, let me know. And so that part was pretty cool. But actually getting in there, I go to check in, and the lady behind the counter, she's nice too. You know, still no reason to panic. Except for the fact I had to give them money. Nobody likes to pay 100 and something, I don't even know how much it was, at the doctor or anything. But I pay, and I'm sitting there talking to them. They're checking to make sure my address is still correct, to make sure I'm the person that I say that I am. It's sad that you have to do that, isn't it? And, I'm sitting there. I'm fine. So I go back and sit in a little waiting chair that's literally about 15 steps from the check-in desk. And I'm still panicky. I can feel the tears in my eyes. I'm not crying, but I feel them there. My heart is racing, and I feel the anxiety. My Apple Watch, says that my heart rate is up. It's like 110, 115 beats a minute. So I know I'm panicking. So I shoot a text to Amy, who works at the dental clinic, but she works in the building behind. Not really sure what she does. I know she answers the phone, but I don't know as far as what information she gives. And I message her, and I'm like, I can't do this. And she's like, just use the breath app on your watch. You'll be fine. So I did that 2 times. Surprisingly, the little app, the breath app, very calming. It's kind of weird at first because you're not used to breathing in and out at the rate that it does, but that's supposed to be your normal aspirations. And I did that twice, and I was fine again. And then they call my name. Let's go to the back. Gotcha. And I get a blood pressure cuff put on me. Not good. My blood pressure is sky high, and I can tell I'm panicking. I don't know if it's the fact that I had just taken my medication, like not even an hour beforehand, or if my anxiety was just that bad, or a combination of both. I think it was a combination of both. And now that the medicine's kind of kicked in, I'm kind of cool, but I mean, it's after I've left the dentist. But they're sitting me down back there. The first test, they're like, oh, it's really high, we can't do this yet. And I was like, I have anxiety, it's probably what it is. And she's like, okay, well, if it's anxiety, then anxiety typically after a few minutes you'll be fine. And they wait about 5-10 minutes and they put the cuff on me again, and it's gone down a little bit, but not a whole lot. But it's back to where the bottom number's at like 82 and not 119. And she's like, oh, we can do it now. I was like, all right. Shot number 1, and then 2, and then 3, and 4. That was probably the worst part. The Novocaine. That shot hurts. Maybe that's why people fear the dentist. The Novocaine. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at that, and my whole side of my face is still droopy. But the whole experience actually wasn't that bad. And I don't know if it's just actually, I know it's that I've had bad dental experiences in the past. Like, the last dentist I went to, this whole side of my mouth was numb when they did the bridge. Well, not the bridge, the 2 crowns. That's what they are, crowns. He did those, and his whole side of my mouth is numb. So, obviously, you're not going to be able to tell if your mouth is fully closed or not. And he kept getting angry, and he ended up slamming the instruments down. It's like, no. So, I didn't go to the dentist for like 2 years after that. Mostly because I was afraid I was going to get treated the same. Bad experience, figure all dentists are going to give me that. And then 2016 happened. And I end up at my current dental office. And I'll probably do another one later with it. But if you haven't been to Higginbotham, you should probably go see Higginbotham. I still have no clue what my dentist name is. I know it's not Dr. Higginbotham. I think the first one was Dr. White. And today, I think, was Brewer. I know her name was Ashley. I remember that. Because her name is the same as mine. But hopefully, in 2 weeks when I go back, I won't have the same anxiety, because I kind of know what I'm looking forward to. Because they did it on the right side, they're doing it on the left side. And then I don't know what the third visit is yet. That's the one I should probably panic on. Or the fact that I have to have like this whole side, like 5 teeth, because I have a baby tooth. And they have to do a bridge. That was probably going to be terrible. I mean, surely it's not worse than a root canal. I went through that, didn't panic that day. But I guess that's just how our brain works. It freaks out, we freak out, and then our whole body kind of takes over. It took about an hour for my anxiety to fully run its course. Sometimes it's like that. Other times it runs a whole day. All I know is the after effects of a panic attack is you're really tired. And I'm super tired. And that part sucks because all my energy's gone. The worst part of anxiety. But about 2 hours after the dentist, roughly, I think. Yeah, 2 hours. The anxiety's kind of subsided a little bit. But, like I mentioned, I'm still so tired. That's the beauty of anxiety. Sometimes it takes every bit of your energy. But the cool thing is, my living room isn't as boring. So I figured I would show how cool it is now, because there's a couch in here. Yeah, couch. Completely random thing to put in the video, but it's cool, right? Because my brother and I haven't had a couch in the apartment in 2 years, maybe 3. I don't really know. We've just been sitting in the floor. But check it out. There's also a recliner. I fell asleep in that recliner right after I got in from the dentist because I was so tired. And yeah, got a lot of stuff I have to work on. That's what I'm trying to get my computer to load up for. Because I took some cool pictures that I need to edit. Amy took some pictures somewhere over there. Can't see them because I've got to upload album number 2. I did a wedding. I think number 2 is a newborn session. I think it might be an engagement session. It could be a newborn or an engagement session. I don't know which one to do next. But one of them. And then, like I said, I have some that I took at the nature center because I was really stressed out and I was anxious. Everybody was at work or school, whatever. So I went to the nature center and took a lot of pictures. I don't know when I'll have those up, but hopefully soon. So yeah. And before I forget, somebody asked about the posters behind me in one of the first videos. So this is the living room. Like my brother's Final Fantasy poster that's right there. He got that from GameStop. This is my favorite. 2 of my favorites. The amiibo from, I think, Walmart, maybe GameStop. I don't know. I just really love Nintendo. Hence the shelf right there. Star Fox, Zelda, random Pikachu, Splatoon, or Ink Girl from Splatoon. 2 Game Boy Colors. That's my Uncharted and Fallout shelf. And just random stuff. That's a Star Wars shelf. And then more Star Wars. There's a Flash comic from like 1960 something. My favorite video game series ever. Thanks to my buddies at GameStop for giving me this promo box for Uncharted 4. I don't have this console. I have the standard black. It's still cool. God's Not Dead. This is actually a topper from Walmart. Somebody saved it for me. And it's been hanging up in our living room since we moved in. And that's been almost 4 years ago. And then 8-bit Mario amiibo. Like I said, I love Mario. And Naruto. I know nothing about Naruto except it's anime. And my brother's obsessed. Before I show you that piece of art. Oh yeah, there's Supergirl. I forgot. That is an action figure from like 95. I got it at a comic book store. Just because it was Supergirl. And more Star Wars. Finn, Rey, Kylo Ren, Han Solo. Notice I put Han and Kylo Ren right there together. No offense, but if you haven't seen the movie by now, that's his daddy. Firefly, one of my favorite bands ever. I've got to see them twice. Want to see them again. Seventh Day Slumber, Letter Black, also saw them twice. More Seventh Day Slumber. This is the best autograph I have. Actually, these 3. That is Brian Head Welch from Korn, which is this concert. Francesca Battistelli, one of my favorites. And of course, Skillet. If you listen to one of the other videos, you'd know I called out Skillet, Francesca Battistelli as 2 of my favorite bands. Had to. This is one of the best concerts we ever went to right here. Manic Drive. And somehow with Decipher Down, I only met the lead singer. I still don't know how that happened. I didn't meet any of the rest of the band except Decipher Down. But the other cool autograph that I have, check that out. It's the Newsboys. Michael Tate. We also met Graham Saber. Graham like the cracker, Saber like the sword. That's what he said. Princess Leia and Rey. Princess Leia and Han. C-3PO. We have a lot of random stuff. But the best thing hanging on the wall is one of a kind. Nobody has it but me. And it was done by my friend Marissa from GameStop. That is Vault 111 from Fallout. And that is Mario. She combined my two of my favorite video game things ever. And she's so awesome for it. Thanks again, Marissa.